Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 203 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Steph, and today it is a Sunday, so of course that means it is story time. And today we are going to play Divine Slice of Life. Take on the role of Aiki, a seemingly normal, if somewhat self-conscious young man whose life is turned upside down after a casual stroll through the local park. Now he has to deal with two mischievous demigods who insist he must marry one of them. Sounds very anime. Oh, also, we have the girl in real life snickering over our shoulder as we play whatever this is going to end up being. This game has mixed reviews, wonder why, and is available on Steam for $8.99, part of the Darker Studios bundle. Anyway,
is this one of those I play these games so you don't have to?
I don't know. We'll find out. I know the last Darker Studio game was actually quite nice, so we'll find out when we play it. And we are here, ajtilly.com. I don't know what that is. I hope that volume works. We're gonna find out, I guess. So, start.
Aki, are you listening to me?
Hey, voices. That's cool. Oh, I guess I just need to read the protagonist, if indeed he is... Ah, yes, faceless protagonist. Classic for one of these sort of games. They're always faceless. They're faceless protagonists.
Is that so you can project yourself onto him?
Absolutely. That's
very
also cool. Why they don't speak in, like,
Interesting.
Link or whatever. Huh? Yeah, of course, Sakuya.
Then what did I just say?
You were talking about the motivations of the generals.
Oh? So you were paying attention.
Damn right.
Looks like there's more to you than just a pretty face.
Hey, I mean, thank you? I mean... Humph. Apparently he says humph. She doesn't have to tease me like that. Well,
hey,
apparently she
why
does.
don't you come sit next to me?
Next to you? Not like I could refuse, but what's she up to?
Yeah, it's troublesome if you sit opposite me the whole time. Why don't you come sit next to me so we can look at our books better?
Are they studying? Is this supposed to be maybe this is a school library. I just thought, based on the colorful pink spines of books, that it was an anime, like a manga bookshop. Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Of course it makes sense, Aki.
Yeah.
You know, Aki, you can't get by in life with just looks. You have to have looks, smarts, and the ability to get by in any situation.
Well, she definitely has the looks. It's hard not to imagine how amazing her body must be. Seriously?
What are you looking at?
Nothing. You just had something in your hair.
My hair? Is it still there?
Well, it's like a pink hair tie thingy.
Aki!
Yeah, I think it's gone now. I really shouldn't have sat so close to her.
Alright, so on to the next question?
Yeah. Yes? We better.
You're so silly. You know, if you want girls to like you, you have to be clearer in what you say. More confident and sure of yourself.
Agreed. Yeah. Dear me. If only.
Aki! I would
Apparently
really prefer
he's
you stop
see-through
daydreaming
clothing.
and pay attention.
Okay, back during the second invasion.
Why don't you lean in closer?
What's she thinking? Like this?
Well, no need to put your head on my lap.
Sorry.
Although...
Huh?
It's alright. I'll forgive you this time, Aki.
So I'm wondering if this is localized into English because the voice is a little stilted, but that could also just be that it's being read against nobody because nobody was reading these lines. Hey, thanks again for coming to help me out. I know you must be very busy.
Hey, it's my duty to help out any student in need.
Ah, so this is probably the class president or something. Yeah, I have to pass it or I'll fail my course.
Don't worry, you have the very best with you.
Just not, modest at all?
And besides, your brain up there isn't half bad on its own. You'll be fine.
You don't have to say it like that.
Now, for economic factors.
Hey, Sakuya.
What is it, Aki?
Shouldn't I ask her out? Maybe? Nothing. Coward.
Well, when you've thought about it, let me know. We'd better rush through this, though. It's getting late.
What's this? Late night lovebirds, is it?
Ronan. Suritaki.
Wow! Look at the time.
Oh no.
Oh, lost track of time, did you?
Is that her track star boyfriend?
Well,
Don't go yet. I still have more to go over. Just a little, just a bit more, really.
You're lucky you're so cute.
Grr. When she smiles like that, I can't complain about her teasing.
This is the library, Aki. It's not just a private love hotel.
Jerk. Why is Ronan even here? Just to ruin what little time I have with Sakuya?
Aki?
Maybe you should be thinking about
We should
studying.
take a break for today anyway.
Okay, if you say so. Well, at least I won't be embarrassing myself in front of Sakuya any longer.
Well, it was a good study session, but you were starting to zone out at the end.
Yeah, I was doomed the moment I sat so close to her.
So, where'd you come from, Ronan? Another one of your parties surrounded by 50 girls?
Actually, it was 49. I assumed the 50th one must have been kidnapped by the class pimp. Am I right, Aki? So, what exactly have I interrupted here? If Aki's expression is anything to go by, perhaps a lover's tryst?
No, don't tease. We're just going through some revision for Aki's next test. Have you been studying up, Mr. Perfect?
Maybe, but I could always use some help from the prettiest student advisor.
His voice sounds familiar. It sounds like Scott Brick, but...
Do you mind if I take her for the rest of the night, Aki?
Well,
You've had her for long enough. If you can't satisfy a woman in that time period, then you should probably drop out of college.
Man, what a jerk. Oh, it's fine.
Well, okay then. Bye, Aki.
Bye, Sakuya.
Yeah. Bye, Aki.
Thanks for... well, so much for my big plans. If it wasn't for Ronan, I might have gone through with it. This time. Damn that, Ronan. Yeah, that's right. Blame your cowardice on the jerk. Taka Shinobi. Taka... Ninja? Wah. Ah, what the... Huh? Taka. So far, she hasn't actually said any real words. What are you doing out here?
I came to check up on you. So, did you do it?
Huh?
Did you ask out Little Miss Student Advisor?
I was going to. Anyway, it's too late. We should go get home.
I knew it. You didn't do it, did you?
It's getting late.
It's okay.
Which doesn't
Aki
answer
can
the
protect
question. I didn't mean that. Besides, Sakuya didn't seem to think I'm the kind of man to be able to protect her.
me. Don't be so down. She's not good enough for you anyway. And besides,
Not good enough? I think we can agree that it's me that doesn't measure up. Especially against one of the smartest, most intelligent, and beautiful people in the school. Why did you stop walking? You'll catch a cold out here. Speaking of which, why are you here at all? Shouldn't you be at the temple? I assume by her garb that she's a temple priestess.
I have plenty of time.
And?
Well, you know, there are plenty of girls who would want to be with you, Aki.
Name one.
Well, about that.
Aha, not so easy to ask someone out, is it, Miss Taka Shinobi? See, not so easy.
Aki.
Look, I'd really like to walk the rest of the way alone today. I've got some thinking to do. You're good to go to the temple alone, right?
Sure.
Thanks. Bye then.
Oh, well. Bye, Aki.
I hope the voices are actually coming through. They look like they are. I barely got any studying done, and on top of that, I didn't even get close to Sakuya. Well, you did, actually. That was the whole problem. I sort of wish a lightning bolt would strike me down right about now. I may as well cut through the park today, since it's getting late. Man, that's beautiful. Want to move to Japan?
Sure.
The night seems to come so fast these days. Like instantaneously? Did I... What's that noise? It's coming from deeper in, near the fountain, I think. What could be making this much noise at this time of night? Wow, check out that fountain. That'd be cool.
It's gorgeous.
I know it's not wise to go alone. Yes, you have to take this, and by this, I mean a wooden sword, or a cat, or whatever the meme. Ha, memes! You know what kind of activities might be going on at this hour. Come on, Aki. Be adventurous for once. That's right, Ronan wouldn't think twice. But would he brainstorm? He'd jump in and then have Sakuya and all the girls waiting for him to return. Still, what if it's dangerous? Even Ronan wouldn't jump into danger stupidly, or maybe he would. But Ronan's not here. I am. And what if someone in the park needs help? It doesn't look like anyone else in the park is in the park at this time. So it has to be me. Okay, here goes. Bonsai! The park sure looks different at night, and that noise is definitely coming from the fountain. Whatever is happening, they're probably too preoccupied to notice me if I go closer. I'd better take a look. Cue nudity. What the? Oh. Actually, like, a sword fight. Interesting. This is... Why are those two women fighting? Hey! They can't even hear me. They're too preoccupied with their own fighting. Is this a private squabble? You're seriously going to interrupt women fighting with swords while wearing weird cybernetic high-heeled looking things.
So bizarre.
Are they fighting over someone? That would be my first guess. Of course, because women can't have any motivations other than fighting over a romantic thing at all, right? That's just not anything that happens in it. What's going on? This looks like it's getting serious. Drowning. Is she actually trying to kill her?
A little bit.
I can't just stand here. If I don't do something soon, she might die. On the other hand, if I intervene, I might get hurt too. But then, who would leave two women like this to kill each other? I guess I'll... Ooh, we have to select a choice. Intervene and stop the fighting, or wait to see what happens. I can't think of something snappy to say, so I'm just going to intervene. Hey, stop fighting, you're going too far. Huh? I shouted at the two girls while running at them. The one who was pinning down the girl in the water is pulling out a knife, her hand raised in the air, ready to strike her drowning victim.
No.
I strain my body to get there before the finishing blow. I see her raised hand coming down. I use every ounce of strength in my skinny legs to leap forward in time, knocking aside the attacking girl.
Legs?
He does say skinny legs. Kerthud. Gah! My back! Oh, what was that pain? I feel so weak. I can't stay on my feet. Did you get stabbed? Can I open my eyes? No, trying hurts too much. Where are they? Did they stop? Gah! The knife that missed the girl must have struck me. Its metal sank deep into me, almost to the hilt. I can just about hear the two girls speaking. I don't think they're arguing. But my hearing is fading, along with my vision.
Oh.
Next morning. Now's when we wake up. Ah, what a dream last night. 2 girls fighting. Even in my dreams, they still don't fight over me.
Oh, Muffin.
And they nearly killed me. No, they did kill me. That was why I woke up. Who were they? I wish I could have stayed in that dream a bit longer. Really? At least to find out who those 2 beautiful women were and what they were fighting about. Well, it was already a bad dream, so it was probably for the best that it ended. As if I'd ever act so foolishly in real life. Still, it would have been nice to be there with those 2 gorgeous girls in a different setting. Well, time for the day, I guess. Can't stay in bed fantasizing about imaginary people forever. What? As I open my eyes expecting to see my bedroom ceiling, my vision is instead blocked by 4 mounds of flesh. And... Ah! Okay, that's more cute and less lewd than I was expecting. 2 bodies were laying on top of me, on my bed.
If only
What?
I had a face.
What do I even do in this situation? He's got a mouth.
Sure.
Yui Aphrodite. Interesting. And Rin Athena. They sound like they might be moving. Could they be waking up? Okay, based on what I've seen, this should not be Aphrodite, this should be Nike, and yeah, Athena works. Panicking, my yell must have woken the 2 girls up. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
What?
They seem completely oblivious to the hot-blooded male before them.
I'll finish the job this time.
Huh?
You're awake. That's a relief.
I try not to look directly at either of their bodies, as tempting as it is.
Where did their clothing go? When you saw them lying, they had pajamas on.
Don't
Why
know.
are they in underpants?
We don't ask these questions. I don't know.
Well, we should.
Should we? Why are 2 beautiful women in my bedroom with me? We should not ask these questions. Should we? I think.
Hey, about time you woke up. You were asleep like a rock the whole time we carried you here.
They carried you here. You 2 carried me?
Well, we used our magic to bring you.
Magic, eh? Magic? What on earth is going on? More importantly, why are they so casual about everything? Who are you?
I'm glad you're all right. That knife was quite deep in you. But luckily, I knew just the magic to heal you right up.
Oh, you mean my magic. Yours just loosened up the knife a bit.
If your magic hadn't gotten in the way, that knife would have been out in half the time it took.
And if I let you have it your way, you'd have a gaping scar right now.
Well, whose fault is it that he got hit by that knife in the first place?
Oh, that's it. I'm going to make sure you won't have hands to hurt him with.
I'm sitting here dumbfounded as the 2 beautiful women start up again. Hey, wait.
Maybe I should cut off that pretty head of yours. Or perhaps go straight for your heart.
Keep talking. It will only reduce your concentration.
If only you had that same level of concentration as when you were doing that poor job at healing him.
Why? You!
Hey, where'd he go?
Where did I go?
Where'd he run off to?
Did we run off? Thankfully, they seem too preoccupied with their own fighting to notice me. I don't know whether any of what they said was true, or what happened last night. But I better stay out of their way, unless I want another accident.
There you are.
You shouldn't run off like that.
If having these 2 beautiful, naked girls on top of my bed wasn't bad enough, this was way worse. I could feel the heat of their bodies against my skin. This is a bad thing?
Yes, it's not befitting the leader of the gods.
Athena's the leader of which gods now? What?
Oh, you don't know?
That explains it.
I try my hardest not to think about the two, again, not naked, but whatever, bodies beside me, instead focusing on a dust bunny in the corner of the space under my bed.
Where to start? I'm Aphrodite, the goddess of love. Well, I'm the incarnation of her.
I'm the incarnation of the goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom, courage, inspiration, civilization.
I'm gonna call you Afara. I'm gonna call you Nike.
Anyway, you're the reincarnation of Zeus. on
Oh,
Earth.
we're the reincarnation of Zeus. Okay, that makes sense. That isn't at all implausible.
And it is your destiny to choose between us who will be your one true love.
After, you can return to your place in the heavens among the gods.
He died. He's dead. He's dreaming. Well, he slips into dead. This is crazy. If I'm Zeus, how come I'm just a regular dumb old human? I don't have any powers and I look completely normal.
Your powers won't manifest until you marry a demigod like us.
Until then, you're just a regular human.
We have our powers because we're descendants rather than reincarnations.
Huh.
You are Zeus, accepted. We've searched the earth for years and not found you. But now we have.
Fate has finally brought us together.
Though, we almost gave up hope until you turned up at the park.
So, the park? You mean that was for real?
Real, of course.
This is too much. Do they have to be so close to me? It's getting hard to concentrate with all this new information flooding me. You're the incarnation of Aphrodite, and you the incarnation of Athena. But you two look like ordinary women. Of this time, I mean.
Well, technically, neither of us are incarnations. We're descendants of our foremothers. But it is our destiny to search the earth for the proper reincarnation of Zeus and make him ours.
I have my concerns about this plot. You were fighting in the park over that. You nearly killed each other. You nearly killed me.
I won't let you die, not while I'm with you. My magic is powerful enough to stop any calamity that might befall you before you take your rightful place in the heavens. I will protect you, Zeus, as is any good wife's duty.
Wife?
Excuse me. I'm the one who will be protecting him.
Why, you?
So where's Hera in all this? Wait, stop. Don't fight anymore. Not in my bedroom.
You hear that? Zeus wants us to be civil. But then, how will you make your decision, O Great One?
So you're saying that I have to make one of you my wife?
Yes, and then you will find your place in the pantheon of the gods.
Move to Utah. Take them both.
How did I get myself into this? Even if this is all a lie, the two women are clearly not mentally stable. Well, I'd say especially if this is all a lie. If I simply brush things off with them, they might kill each other and me in the crossfire. Then again, having one of them as my wife might not be so bad. They're two gorgeous girls who believe I'm great. Would it be so bad to play along?
Wow.
However, I don't know anything about them. Oh, you're supposed to choose? I cannot choose. I can't choose. In fact, there's no way I can choose. Both the girls are looking at me as if I've just told them that Santa Claus isn't real. Have they really got any right to look at me like that after what they just told me? Do you really expect me to say anything sane after this story? There's no way. You must have healed me, but I just went through dialogue. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on, but it's not fooling anyone. Humbug. I say. Humbug. I bet Taka put you up to it. How much did she pay you? I wouldn't put it past that girl.
My king.
What?
It is very real.
So, this they can agree on? Look, there's no way. It's just impossible. Mostly because you're in Japan and the Greek pantheon doesn't have any sway over Japan. I bet Taka's laughing at me right now.
Are you looking at logic in this story?
Well, I mean, she's probably hiding in the trees outside, knowing her. Yep.
Well, if...
Apparently I'm feeling
I
silly
guess
today.
if we have to.
I am.
Since there's no other choice.
It is for the good of my king.
Yes.
Huh? What are you saying?
If you don't believe us, then we'll just have to prove it to you.
Uh-oh. This can't
Only
be
then
good.
can you assume your rightful destiny on the throne in the pantheon in the sky.
Oh, then go ahead. Prove it, both of you. This ought to be good. I've learned over the years the best way to protect oneself against Taka's pranks is to unravel them from the inside. Find a loose thread and pull out from within. Although I must admit, even for Taka, this is way too elaborate. These two look like they could very easily be models. Where did Taka find the money to pay them?
To prove that we are who we say we are, we will grant you one wish each.
Ooh, wishes.
That should be enough to satisfy your curiosity.
So, that makes it 2 wishes for you.
One wish each, and it can be anything?
Anything within our power. As we have not yet been wed, our abilities are only limited to demigoddesses, and nothing close to what our ancestors could do.
Plus, you should wish for things that are related to our scopes.
Your scopes, eh?
I am the descendant of the goddess of love, after all.
This feels like a tutorial, and I'm not used to tutorials in visual novels.
And I am the goddess of wisdom and courage.
Wisdom and courage.
We could grant wishes related to other realms, but our magic won't be nearly so potent.
She's right. This is why we had to use both our magics to get the knife out of you and heal you back up.
I could have done that on my own. Medicine and healing comes under my realm of magic.
Oh, yeah? How so?
You need to be wise and civilized and courageous to conduct surgery on someone, so yeah.
Hey, don't argue. Look, I don't think I believe any of this, but if it will end this charade, let's see what you girls can do.
You won't regret it, Lord Zeus.
Lord Zeus.
Make sure to make a wish that'll use the full power of the goddess Aphrodite.
And don't forget that Athena is the goddess of civilization and arts and strength and bravery.
And boredom.
Why, you?
Strength, huh? And bravery.
All the strength and bravery in the world. You'll need it for when you're ruling the other gods and goddesses in the pantheon.
The Pantheon?
Of course. Once you've chosen one of us to be your bride, we can ascend to the heavens as king and queen.
So Zeus is not a role model for a, decent person.
It is your
Never
destiny,
mind,
after all.
ruler. Alright, fine. I know what I want to wish for. Keeping a straight face while saying this is not easy. And it doesn't help that the two girls are still not naked, but okay. Yes, right, I've made up my mind. Are you both ready?
We were born ready, my king.
Say the wish and we'll grant it with the full force of the gods.
I wish to become attractive and intelligent. Well, could be worse. I close my eyes and nod, trying to seem important, knowing full well the punchline is coming any moment.
Very well then.
Huh?
If that is Zeus's wish, then so be it.
Close your eyes. By the power of the great goddess Athena,
By the power of the great goddess Aphrodite,
ruler of civilization, of wisdom, of courage, and the arts.
ruler of love, of beauty, of pleasure,
I grant unto thee the power of intelligence.
Of attractiveness.
The power of attractiveness. Okay. Do I even say anything? Do I need to do anything? Is it over?
It's done. Your wish has been fulfilled.
Are you gonna get a face down?
Really? They sound convincing and earnest.
Your wish has been fulfilled. Take a look in the mirror for yourself.
Well, let's see how this turns out. I look at myself in the mirror. It looks the same. And yet, something here is different. I don't look the same. Maybe it worked. I can see it's still me, but somehow all my features align better. It all just looks right now. No small blemishes that might ruin my features. I do look more attractive, but what about my intelligence? Neither of them say anything. They just look at me. Perhaps the spell was so strong that it affected those two beauties as well?
Both spells have been fulfilled.
You're both attractive and intelligent.
Well, you've proved your point about your powers, I think. It's impossible as it may be.
We're glad you like it. But these wishes come with one big condition.
Uh-oh. A condition?
Of course. We only granted you these wishes because you wanted proof. They're not free.
I guess that makes sense. What's the condition?
These spells both come from our hearts, and their powers only last until our bonds with you are severed. If you fall in love with a mortal girl, these wishes will cease. And once that happens, you will remain in the mortal world forever.
Oh, sweet. We can get rid of these crazy demigods by going and becoming, falling in love with our childhood sweetheart who's the, Shrine Maiden. I see. There's always a catch. I should have seen that coming. Well, when you say if I fall for one, you mean marry or...
It doesn't matter. Not as long as you make the right choice. The power of wisdom and courage trump mere skin-deep looks. And if you marry me, you'll keep all that bravery and intelligence with you when we're sitting as husband and wife among the gods.
Well, I'm not letting you out of my sight as long as she's around. Not until you make your choice. The right choice.
That's right. And I'm not letting you out of my sight as long as she's here to keep her claws in you.
You're both going to stay here with me? This could either be very good or very bad. On the one hand, they're beautiful and both into me. On the other hand, I feel like if I make the wrong move, then somebody will likely end up with a missing eye. That's Odin. You're Zeus. Don't worry about it.
Certainly.
You could
And even
become a
if she
swan.
doesn't get you, who knows what other demigoddesses might make their way into the mortal world and try to take you for themselves.
Good point. And I'd lose my powers if that happens too.
My king catches on fast.
That's why you're the incarnation of Zeus.
Don't worry, my king. I'll make sure that you get your old memories back and learn what it means to be a god.
We can teach you everything there is to know about being a god. Mentally, emotionally, and physically.
When she's looking at me like that, it's really hard to think straight. Never mind the fact that she's still not naked, but okay.
You are a king, and you deserve to experience every facet of being the ruler of divine beings, including the bodies of women.
What's going to happen? Snap out of it, Aki. So you're going to stay here, both of you? Until I've made up my mind. They both nod. If you're going to stay here, then you can't interfere with my regular life. I will choose one of you, but for now, my university life and my friends remain untouched. And you have to blend in. There, that should set them straight, or at least keep them behaved and not hurt anyone. If you agree to these terms, I will agree to yours, even with the bit about falling for a mortal.
Good. Then all is agreed.
After all this searching, finally.
The two beautiful young goddesses nod and snap their fingers. And in an instant, their bodies are covered in normal clothing. Well, I mean, that's normal clothing. I don't know if that's normal clothing. It's pretty cool, but, well, not quite normal. They might get a few glances walking down the street. But at least they aren't naked or dressed in ancient Greek robes.
Fine. Your decision.
Will be made. Until then, we will accompany you to this university.
University? Was that a little...
And then choose which of us you want to marry.
Gaelic? Yeah. It's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's clear this isn't a joke. I'm stuck with them. These girls aren't leaving anytime soon. Please just behave.
You'll never even know we're there.
Oh, the mortal world is such a bore.
Don't make me kill you in your sleep.
Like you could.
Huh.
So this is what it feels like to be immortal in this world.
You two are immortal? And then how could you try to kill each other?
She means in the sense of dressing like a mortal and walking around with one.
That makes sense, I guess.
Everything here looks so primitive, though. Why would you bother driving around in cars and using mobile phones when you have magic?
I have to agree with Rin here. Don't worry, Zeus. Once we're up in the heavens together, side by side, you won't have need for any of these primitive.
Is it really that bad here?
Yui and I haven't really had the chance to properly engage in the activities and daily life of the modern times. Yeah, we've been mostly searching for you this whole time. And once we did find you, we started fighting, so we didn't really have a chance to do anything else.
I see. You had already found me? I thought I found you two.
We sensed you in the area.
This whole experience has left me mostly speechless. Or was it their spell that made me so attractive that I'm so confident and I don't need to speak?
Is something wrong, my king?
No, I'm just thinking about how this is all going to work. Are you two really okay with staying here?
It's only natural you would be worried about your loving wife.
There they go again. I wonder how long it will take me to get used to this.
Thank you, though. But we are fine.
Yeah, it's not so bad. After all, I am the goddess of civilization, and this setting is simply another part of civilization.
I'm glad you don't find it so bad here.
Well, I'm the goddess of beauty and love. How do you like the way I've donned the contemporary clothes?
I turn toward the brunette walking next to me. Oh, she's supposed to be a brunette? She actually looks quite cute, although the clothes are not quite right. Well, you would certainly attract a lot of male attention like that. That was no lie. She did have great legs and stare-worthy chest in that outfit.
You see? Zeus prefers my outfit over yours.
What? But look at the way my outfit conforms to modern society.
She's got a point.
I've researched that this is the #1 outfit most desired by the males of this era.
This
Isn't
is
that right,
also
Mikey?
not wrong. She's not wrong. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Rin was an extraordinarily cute schoolgirl, perhaps with a foreign touch. Well, you both look very cute.
I suppose I can be satisfied with that.
Blushing,
Me too.
the whole
For now.
thing. Phew, alright, so when we get to the uni, we need to enroll you both in courses.
Why? The studies of these times are all so boring and rudimentary.
But
I am the goddess of mathematics and justice and war strategy. What else could the scholars of modern times possibly teach me? And sure, the people of these times may have made some advancements, like planes and modern medicine. But quite frankly, so much of that stuff pales in comparison to what I can do with my magic. You know I was taught by the descendants of Plato and Archimedes growing up?
Plato and Archimedes didn't know about, like, string theory and relativity?
All those fancy calculations used to thrust a rocket into space originated from them. I doubt that teachers in any modern school or university could even last 5 moves against me in a game of chess. I was taught by the best.
Wow, even Yui is agreeing with her for once.
Why, even this leader of bedroom wenches and harlots would find these classes too easy.
Hey!
She just couldn't resist, could she? Well, we need to have you both enrolled in a course so you can blend in. You said you wanted to keep an eye on me so that no other demigods would approach me. So this is the best way.
If you say so. I'll try my best not to destroy the mortals around me.
Oh, and this goes without saying, but you should try to remain secretive about everything that's going on. That means no magic.
It's kind of you to worry for us, my king, but there is really no need. We have been in this realm for years now, and are used to keeping our powers and identities under wraps.
Are you sure?
Trust me. We will behave in a manner fitting only of respectable demigods.
Well, that's a relief. Thank you.
Of course, my king.
I thought your classes were that way.
We're going to the registration building to get you two enrolled first. Eh? Wait, how do you know where my classes are?
A little bit of magic when we met told us a few things.
Huh?
Well, of course. We had to learn everything about you, right?
So, you've been spying on me?
Magically, yes. But it's not like we're watching from a bush. We just wanted to make sure we knew it was you.
How much have you seen of my life? I hesitate to ask the obvious question.
Just enough, my king.
We've seen everything about your life, and I must say I can't wait to be your wife.
Aw, that's sweet. Wait, what you're saying doesn't make sense. You said earlier that you only sensed my presence. How could you know so much?
Magic really is a wonderful thing.
Once we sensed your presence, we performed a little magic to learn all about you.
Little divination.
Once we knew how perfect you were and you were nearby.
Well, there can only be one wife.
So that's why you were fighting.
Yep, all for you.
So, were you waiting for me to arrive?
Yes, but Rin couldn't keep her mouth shut.
Let's just get your enrollment over with. You two both follow my lead, now we're inside. They may have lived and concealed themselves in modern times for a while, but they certainly don't seem like they have. At best, they might come off as crazy foreigners. Here, I got you both an application form. Just tick the boxes that say you're foreign exchange students. I look over at the way they're filling out the forms. Hey Tams, welcome back.
Thanks.
Would you like to give me your opinion on the outfits of the now fully clothed demigods?
Oh my.
I'm curious what you think of Aphrodite's chosen attire.
The brown one?
Yeah.
Well, keeping in line with from whence it comes, it's okay.
Like
the other one looks like a character from the Sailor Moon.
So that's just your typical, like,
Schoolgirl.
sailor type schoolgirl outfit, sure. It's a little, like, stereotyped
Yeah.
or archetypal, you know? Whereas this kind of ensemble I've seen in many a medieval setting kind of war anime.
Didn't some of the girls from your Sakura Dungeon Clicker wear things of that?
Something like that, yeah. With especially the, like, I don't know, hole in the vest for the...
Boobies to pounce out of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd, but interesting. I also like the colors.
I do like the colors. Right?
Oh dear. Hey, what kind of information are you putting on your forms?
What's wrong?
You put that you were born where the great rock and water meet?
Well, it's true.
And Yui, your name can't possibly be that long. Some of those aren't even pronounceable.
Well, I can't lie, can I? That wouldn't befit a goddess.
Hey, you were never a key player in the defeat of Troy during the Trojan War. She's cheating in the box set asked for her biggest achievements.
My ancestor did it, so I basically did it by default.
Now that's something that actually does fit. Ancestors, like taking credit for the achievements of your ancestors, that's sort of a thing. Just forget all that stuff. It's not really a prestigious university anyway, so they won't really care.
Oh, wow.
The important thing is to pick the right majors.
I got that covered.
Yes, that is the
I
important
picked
thing.
divine passion.
I picked a major in scalping.
Is he trying to make them super smart so that he can pick the right one?
On second thought, let me take care of it. Give me your forms. He's trying to enroll them in the university so that they're undercover and also probably so that they have to do stuff that
Isn't
gives him
bugging
some,
him?
yeah. This is going to be harder than I thought.
Did you pick one?
No, I said I couldn't pick.
Oh, they haven't made you pick.
They tried. It should be all sorted out now. Worst comes to worst, just drop out, but it should be fine for now.
Looks like that intelligence spell is really working its charm, right, my king?
Ha ha. I guess you're right. Anyway, let's get going.
Aki?
Hey, there's Sakuya. Sakuya? Weird. The air seems to have frozen around us. And is she... She seems to be blushing.
Oh,
Why don't you just date her?
sorry about last night.
So, he wanted to date her, and of course he's completely ignored his childhood sweetheart, who is also the shrine maiden, and I think that's probably the person you're, like, the good end to choose, girl next door.
Like, I don't
kind of thing.
understand how they all look.
I'm sorry
very,
you couldn't
very
get to study more
similar.
before you left.
They're certainly on equal levels of hotness, so.
All of the choices in these games tend to be uber hot.
I should have done my job better as student advisor.
Also, uber humble and uber into the main character, because that's...
Uber clumsy, because that's endearing.
It's... I don't know. I'm interested in finding good... Hey, anyone who's watching this, leave a comment. Let me know if you know of any really good visual novels that are out there that don't revolve around... Like, dating sims are fine, and I'm interested in good character development and good character motivation, but I prefer, like, you know, good characters that have more motivation than just getting with the main character, because this whole male ego fantasy thing is sort of... I don't know.
We need to check out the Dating Daddy sim.
We do. We
That's
absolutely need
supposed
to
to be
do that.
quite good.
It's fine. I got a lot out of it. The tension in the air still hasn't lifted. This is awkward. Gee, I wonder why. I wish I knew why the situation was like this. Well, I guess the intelligence spell really didn't work, did it?
Is this witch trying to tempt you away from us, my king? I can see she is well versed in the art of seduction, but do not be fooled. She is simply a mere mortal, and cannot hope to compare herself to us demigods.
Say what now? Ah, that's why the tension was so thick. Ha! Good one. These are two foreign exchange students I was asked to show around the campus. They're still getting used to the proper way to act around here. I hope that sufficed. This is the kind of excuse you'd hear in a bad movie or anime. But here's hoping that intelligence spell of mine was put to good use.
Oh, sweetie.
They're still getting the hang of the language. If you know their native tongue, it would sound completely different. Sakuya merely nods and continues staring at us, half confused and half embarrassed. At least I assume it's the latter, because she's still blushing a little bit. Anyway, we should get going. I have to show them around to their classes. Have a good morning.
Uh-huh.
That seems to have worked.
Hey, Aki.
A What's up?
You look different. More, well rested.
Why, you prepared to face the full force of the Greek?
Ha ha, thank you, Sakuya. But we really should be going. The girls can't be late on their first day. Come on. Alright, that was... Hey, hold on. This is an asset that was used in a completely other game. They are reusing their assets. That's smart for a game studio, but I just wanted to point that out. Alright, that was too close. You two need to keep a closer watch on how you act. You can't pull your sword out at every girl that talks to me.
You were dangerously close to falling for her then, my king.
Rin's right. If you fall for a mortal, you will lose your wish and never be able to join the gods in the Pantheon.
You don't need to worry about that. Sakuya is the student advisor, so she talks to all the guys around here.
Then why was she so particularly polite and alluring to you?
Like I said, she's the student advisor, so she's kind of like a role model around here. She has to speak professionally and politely to everyone.
My king. She was more than just polite and professional to you. She was seriously into you. I am the goddess of love. I know.
You know how people look and think back in ancient Greece? Around here it's different. And I've been around Sakuya a while now, before I met either of you two. Let's take an aside there. Actually, a game about the goddess of love being in a completely different culture, that would be an interesting game. That could be like, she'd be completely out of her element and not understand how love is conveyed in, say, Japanese society, because things tend to be much more formal, or formal in a different way, we'll say. I would totally get into that game, where someone who should know exactly how to act doesn't know how to act in a new setting, and has to figure out how to transfer their skills. That sounds really cool. Somebody get on making that visual novel, please.
I like that idea.
So I would know if she was into me, except you wouldn't because you're a dude. And hey, Tams, where are you going? Can you,
Refill your water bottle?
Yeah, thanks.
How's your tea?
It's alright. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll be back.
Well, I still don't trust her.
I don't trust her. Fine, fine. As long as you don't stab her or cut her leg off.
So, lightning is alright?
No lightning either.
Aww.
Just don't hurt people. Besides, even if she was into me, it would likely only be because of the magic you cast on me, so I really wouldn't care.
My king.
Any girl who falls for you based on a magic spell from the gods is not the kind of girl you should spend your life with. That's
You're
a good point.
Why would anyone want to spend their life with a mortal girl?
That's not what I...
My future husband is smart and wise.
Let's just get to class. It should be around the corner here.
Zeus, look around.
Rin suddenly went quiet as she said this. I stop in my tracks and peer around me. Almost everyone in the hallways has stopped what they're doing to stare at us. Or, I should say, they're probably staring at Rin and Yui. Well, who could blame them? They're very beautiful, of course, and foreign-looking girls are often very popular, too.
Don't move, my king. These bystanders are clearly looking to swarm you and take you as their king.
Don't worry. We will protect you.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that these two think this crowd is after me, or that they're ready to slaughter them all just to keep me safe. But is this crowd really after me? With the way they're looking at us, it's hard to tell. And it's filled with both boys and girls. The crowd must be interested in the girls. The girls. They might look and act different, but they're still very beautiful, both of them. An exotic flavor is always welcome. All I have to do is calm the girls and move them on their way to class. Then, no trouble will follow. As long as the girls think I won't leave them for another girl, then they should behave.
My king, I suggest we walk into class before a riot tries to take you.
A riot? Well, let's walk into class nonetheless.
Which lowly peasant subject is first up?
We're in microbiology, and don't call it a peasant class. People might get insulted. Remember to keep a low profile. Also, microbiology, not a thing they had in ancient Greece. Senor? Oh, we have 2 new students in class today. Aki, why don't you introduce us to them? Just my luck. Hey, stand. I apparently don't even need to instruct the 2 girls on how to act, as they both stand up of their own accord with straight posture. I guess they do know how to behave with proper decorum, in some civilized circumstances at least. Yes, so this is Rin Anagnos? Chaconus Matrenga Papa.
I am Yui.
I call him Adonis.
Hold on. Can we go back? No? Alright. Is there an option to go back? No? Okay. Whatever. We missed some not really important. I shouldn't have let them speak. The class is dead silent. Akame Taizawa. That's an interesting look. Akame is, of course, the first to laugh. The rest of the class follows her like baby chicks following the mother hen. Within seconds, the laughter of the entire class is drowned out by has drowned out any other sound. Even the lecturer seems to smirk a bit.
Why? The nerve of these. Do they realize they are laughing at the king of the gods?
My king, say the word, and I shall strike these heathens down before another sound leaves their voice boxes.
Oh, God, just... Well, we're coming up on an hour. We're about to finish this thing up. Hey now.
The time for talk is over. How dare you all?
Before I can stop them, they pull out their swords from beneath their clothes. I can't imagine where they hid them, but they were out in the blink of an eye. Well, their clothing is magic, so probably illusory, so there you go. The entire class shuts up at the sight of their weapons, including the lecturer. I wonder, is the anti-sword law still on the books in Japan? Somebody let me know. I hope it's enough to calm the girls. If nobody else stops them, I'll have to be the one to.
As class representative, I would like to welcome the 2 of you to our course. But maybe bringing weapons in isn't a good idea. We have our own knives for the practical parts of microbiology.
So, I thought I wasn't going to like her, but that was actually very, what's the word? Decorous? I don't know. She was very smooth. The class leader uses all of her wit and charm to try to placate the girls, and it seems to have worked. So they pulled out their swords in the middle of class.
That seems wise. Not.
Both Rin and Yui calmly put their swords away, though their eyes indicate they're still on guard in case anyone makes a sudden move. Looking out over the class, everyone seems to have relaxed just a little, with Akame even winking at me. Eh? That's our class leader. She's always causing unnecessary drama and mischief wherever she goes. Except she also put it to bed, so...
Yeah.
She really needs to find herself a hobby. I guess that whole thing was a part of her plan to embarrass me. Well, so long as nobody got hurt, it's fine, I suppose. Still, this day is just getting started, and already people like her are causing me trouble.
Oh, Muffin.
So, I think that's where we're going to finish it for today. This has been super fun, folks, but the game is causing me a headache. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it some love. Let me know in the comments what you think of these frankly ridiculous games. Also, remember that the first video on this channel to get 100 likes will get that game a full video playthrough as a bonus video for the channel. So if you want that video, or that game, to be Divine Slice of Life, why? Please give this video some love, and have all your friends and family do the same. I hope my mother isn't watching this. Anyway, thanks for joining me today on Game and Air. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. My name is Step. We have been playing Divine Slice of Life, a visual novel about Greek goddesses in Japan for some reason. Thanks so much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something for Mobile Monday. Thanks, guys.